All right, good morning, everyone. All right. There we go. We are live. So, what do we got here? Just want to welcome everybody. If you've joined me, great. I am going to do this every day going forward. So, let's just make this a morning thing, and please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, hit me up in the comments. I'm gonna start a small account challenge. We're gonna do that probably beginning Monday of next week. And what we're gonna accomplish there is we're gonna do a little differently. I am gonna go from, what did I say, 610 to 6350 challenge. Or sorry, we're going to do the $610 to $6,765. The reason that is it's a nice Fibonacci number. Most people do 500 to 5,000. We like Fibonacci, so we're going to do 610 to 6765. So I'm just going to go ahead and chat that out. So small account details. Starting Monday, cash count. We're going to do 610 to 6735. Nice fib numbers. All right. I can't spell this morning, sorry guys. All right. So let's just check in on the markets real quick. Oh, what happened here? Come on. Wow. All right, so we're not doing that. All right. This is, what the heck? Come on. So slow. Everything's laggy. Alright, this is MES. This is the micro future for ES. I'm using a tick chart here. Let's see if I can clear all my drawings. So it looks like we went up overnight. We're just kind of chopping back and forth in this range here from 41.39 down to 41.30. Nice $10 range. Currently at the top of the 15-minute or 30-minute Keltner channel. So lots of chop back and forth. We are setting up for a squeeze, and we'll have to watch it at morning open. I'm going to look at NQ real quick. NQ, kind of the same thing. It's like we popped off or slowly fading. We've got some support here at the 30-minute Keltner channel top. So possibly for another reverse up to another all-time high. Lots of volume coming in. Fibonacci is going to tell us that off of this move here, $618 retracement is at 14,014.75. 14,010 is probably going to be the support level, so we'll just keep an eye on that. All right, hopping over to flow trade for the morning dark pool algo session. The screen that you see here is the 15-minute price action chart. The purple line that you see is the dark pool algo. What does this say? Alright, check video resolution. Alright, so I'll work on the video resolution. They're saying it's not optimal. See if there's something I can do. Alright, so getting some warnings from YouTube. Current resolution, not optimal. I wonder what the optimal resolution is. Alright, I'll get that worked out after hours. Alright, so continuing on, we're looking at Net right now, which is Cloudflare. They had some good news coming out yesterday. Let me just start with this. So, looking at the dark pool chart, we've got the dark pool algo is steady buying. We've got a nice little reverse here with the algo, which would indicate a continued move upward, bringing it down to the 1 minute chart, which is more of an intraday chart. Get rid of these drawings. So, as far as divergence is concerned, we had divergence here, which is played out. What we'd like to see happen is this area here to continue to diverge to the upside, which would indicate large institutional buying. This would create a bullish divergence, and we're looking probably to target yesterday's highs. So, pull net up on the chart. Get rid of these drawings. I need to throw a study on there real quick. Sorry, guys. I should have done this before, but, you know, it happens. There we go. This is my market extension study. Typically, anything that's within this yellow is just neutral. As you can see, most of the time it indicates chop. Anytime we get a break above the $60 or the 60 level, we usually get a run up, right? Indicates a direction positive versus, you know, that break right there, the break right here. The break right here would have been a nice long to get into. So, looking at net on the daily, we broke above the 50 simple moving average. Oh, and by the way, I do have extended hours on. Just not highlighting it. So, positives. We're currently above the 200 SMA. We're above the 50 SMA. Our EMAs are beginning to get stacked positive. My EMAs are green is the 8, yellow is the 21, orange is the 34 EMA. Once those get stacked positive, that is a nice strong bullish direction. We have positive MACD and rising on the daily. Come on. We are entering into a bullish, so similar to RSI, where RSI shows overbought and oversold, and people tend to use that as an indicator to either take profit or to enter a position. This market sentiment or this market extension I use anytime we break above the 60 level. I use that as a sign to get into a position because momentum is rising, right? Typically indicates strong buying. So we've got positives on the daily. One other thing I want to show you is net has made this H-type pattern, and best way for me to do this to show you is to show you in a screenshot and draw. So come down, find support, come back up to resistance, usually the 34, so it's retracing to the mean. Come back down once again to find support, and then for the third move up. Nice little W pattern. Some people call it the H pattern because it kind of does this, right? Some people call it, or some people actually think it looks like a foot, right, for the next move up. So I love this pattern. I trade this pattern all the time. If I were to have to trade one pattern, this would be it. So we've got the H pattern. I'm going to throw some fibs on there to get some price targets. Mouse is not working today for some reason. All right. On the daily, we've got a short-term price target of 82. Longer-term price target, which would be the break of the all-time high of 95. I would look to definitely get in for the run to 105. Bringing it down to the 15-minute chart. Looks like we had a nice gap up, or a nice run up yesterday. We're coming up with forming this bullish flag. Let's see if I can draw today. We've got a bull flag forming. Come on. So in this instance, let me just go over this as a whole. So we've got sloping, so diverging MACD, which means price is up, indicators are sloping down. This is a bullish signal. We have got stacked EMAs, the 8s on top of the 21 on top of the 34. The EMAs are stacked on top of the simple moving averages, so it's stacked on top of the 50 period simple moving average and the 200 simple moving average. Strong support. We're entering a value area on the market extension, so we're at 50, so right smack dab in the middle. We are also at the 50% retrace at 78. A break of, for me, a break of 78.50. So a break of 78.50. I'm looking to get long. What I'd like to see happen is the initial morning pop and then a retreat to find support for the next run up. $82 price target for net. This week's 82s are pretty cheap, except for I'm going to look for one with a little bit more open interest. I'm going to target the $80. So I'll add those to the watch list. Net break of, what did I say? 78.50 for a run to 82. One more fib level here, sorry. I use the extension. Go from low to high, back to low. I don't know why it's not clicking today. Low to high to back to low. This gives me intraday support at 75.42. I'm just going to call it 75. Got a price target at the 127 extension of 83. So 82.50 to 83 to 82.50 slash 83 is target 1. Take profit 1 for me. And a lot of people don't use this 141 extension. It's pretty amazing how many times it hits. But the ultimate target would be this 86.92. So target of 86.92. And that's this week's extensions. I know we've only got 2 days left, but I feel like this thing's got a lot of volume, a lot of weight behind it, and yeah, I really like it. So the next one I wanted to go over real quick was Lemonade, LMND. All these IPOs seem to be going nuts lately, which is good. Always play the chart in front of you. So Lemonade, instantly what we notice is we've got bullish divergence. The dark pool algorithm is on top of price action, and it's diverged a couple days ago. Looks like it diverged on the 9th, so the end of last week. Algo's been steady buying. We diverged here. So we need to look for any previous divergence. Any previous divergence that has already played out. And just going to go ahead and mark this up. There. So this is a divergence area I'm looking at. So from yesterday, what I'd like to see is on the intraday, so the 1 minute chart. I'd like to see the algo buying hard. So we have price has diverged from the algo. However, the algo is trading with price. So what we would look for in this instance, since the 15-minute is on, the algo is on top of price action, we're going to use that as a magnet. Intraday, or what I call intraday, or the 1 minute chart, as you can see, the algo is trading with price. So we're going to use this as an indicator that as long as we get some volume coming in, we'd like to see this algo come up to meet the 15-minute algo. Does that make sense? So on the 15, which is obviously higher time frame, provides more, in my opinion, weight to what's going to happen. We've got bullish divergence. Price action is going to be pulled up to meet the algo. You know, price. We want price to go up to here to complete the divergence. All right, Lemonade on the chart. Again, there's this. Looks like it finally grew a 200 simple moving average, and it's using it as support. So again, here's this, you know, sell-off, retrace to the mean, to find resistance, come back down for support, to confirm the support, and then we move off to the next direction. Love that pattern. We have support at looks like 80.31. Fibonacci is going to tell us that we want to so we retraced, came back up, broke the 718. Sometimes I like to throw a couple fib levels on here just to see if we can get any confluence. Looks like we're going to get confluence right at this 134, 136 level. I'm going to use that as major target. Just draw a little box on there. So positives, the MACD is positive and increasing. We are in a value area as far as RSI is concerned. It looks like we've got a little bit of a turn up there. Our EMAs are stacked negatively. However, the algo is steady buying, so we'd like to see the algo pull price action up. If we can break through this 21 EMA, you know, it's going to be, we're going to have some volume come in. Bringing this down onto a lower time frame. So if I was looking for, you know, an intraday trade, throw on a smaller time frame fib. We came up and retested the 50%, so I'm going to go ahead and grab this level here to this level. We've got confluence right at the 101 level. So let me get rid of some of these. All right. On the intraday, we do have stacked positive EMAs. We're on top of the 50-day SMA. If we're getting any volume, we're going to come up, we're going to test this 200 simple moving average. So 91.50 is going to be some resistance, but it's also a price target. With the next target of 93.50. So lots of 50s, 91.50, 93.50, 97.50. Looking at lemonade options, if I wanted to play this week's, $91.50s, could probably, let's see, check next week's. Yeah, open interest is pretty much right around 600-700 for all of them. Would look to, we can break that 90. Go ahead and grab the 90s. I'll throw them on watch at least. All right, so lemonade. Break of 90 for a run to 94. Target. Take profit at 91.5 and 93.5. All right. I think the last one I'm going to be able to get to is going to be Roku. Actually, so we'll do Roku. I want to show you guys so many things to get through. I gotta get faster at this. All right. Real quick, Goldman Sachs had earnings. They did really well. The algo is not selling. Keep that in mind. Roku. So algo is trading with price. Looks like we've got a little bit of a curl down. Happening here. We may come down, try to find some support. Looking at it on the 1 minute, which would be my day trading or my short-term targets for Roku. We've got algo trading with price. We've got nice little curl up, nice little support curl up happening here. If this price action breaks, I would look for it to find some support and get pulled back up with the algo. All right, Roku. Looks like we came down, found support. We're on our next run up. We've got stacked positive EMAs. We closed above, or we're above the 50 period moving average. Increasing buying on the market extension. Got some fib targets from this last high to last month. Fib target at 398. Psychological level would be 400. We're at 380, 88 now. Really what I'd like to see is this kind of flush to get me a better entry. I'd like it to come back down to the let's see, maybe the 360 level. That's a lot. 1 second. Wow, it's just going nuts. Yeah, I'd like this to retrace a little bit. Possibly come back down, touch that 200 SMA, so 375. So, for me, Roku's a little overextended. If it does retrace to the 200 SMA, I'd look at it again. Until then, I'm just going to leave it alone. Let's see if I can grab one more real quick. Baba. Kind of the same deal with Roku. It's been running a lot. I'd look for maybe just a quick scalp. Target 265 is a 50 retracement as well as a 200 SMA. We're currently at 242. Don't think we'd get there this week. Next week's 265s. Probably grab next week's 250s, or if you wanted to go out to next month, let's go 2 weeks out. 265s are $1.20. Those look good. I'd probably go actually with the 260s. I've got a little bit more open interest. So Baba. Flushed at 238. 240 or 238 for next week's, or 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 260s. Baba on the dark pool Algo chart is, let's see what we got going on here. And then I got to sign off. I went a little over what I wanted. All right. This is a great chart though. So we've got bullish divergence on the 15-minute chart. Just draw this up here. Got bullish divergence that happened recently. We've got a block trade level at 242 that's going to provide a little bit of resistance. We get over that, we definitely have room to move. Massive divergence on the one-day chart, or the intraday chart, that has played out. And now, so we had divergence here, right? I wish I could keep that as one solid color, right? Divergence, it's played out. Now the algo is going to be a magnet for price action, for a move up. I do like BABA. Probably going to get into that. So BABA, Lemonade, and what's the other one? Net for today. All right, guys, thanks for joining me. If you found this content useful, if you want me to continue to do this, make sure you like and subscribe. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, go ahead and hit me up in the comment section below. And just check out if there's any BABA dark pool prints. Not really seeing any. All right, yeah, thanks guys for joining me. Over here. Thanks for joining me. Really appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more useful content. I'll keep you posted on the small account challenge that's coming up beginning next week. It's going to be a cash count. I haven't picked which broker I'm going to use, but definitely want to take it from 600 to 6K in 30 days. So